right, let's do this. Very fun, very exciting episode. Welcome to the Uper Farmer Cigar Garage Talks. We are in the garage today, and I don't even care. First off, we have a fun topic, fun video, talking about jambies, some zombies coming up, two different types. I'm also over the moon excited. Both my daughters, my two older daughters, got deer this weekend. After going through quite a dry spell where we rebuilt a blind, we're back in getting the deer. So we got two more that are going in the freezer. One is literally just hanging here. I'd show it to you, but I know YouTube would ban the hell out of this video. Before we get too much into it, what are we smoking? What are we drinking? For such a special night, I have a special cigar here. This one is from the Downtown Smoking Club in Lansing. Was that Plume? Could be. It should be fine, though. Very light. They brought in this brand new cigar. It's actually made out of three different leaves. Started with the Connecticut, ending down here with Maduro. Got a Havana one in the middle. I'm really excited. When they have a different one where they transition like this from a Connecticut to a Maduro wrapper. It's really good. I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm looking forward to this cigar, though. It's starting off nice and smooth and easy. I only have a couple of those cigars, but, you know, for a night like tonight, why not? Next, I came to a realization. Hypothetically, I have now produced everything to make a zombie. If you don't know, a zombie is a rum-type drink. It was named that because in the Caribbean, they'd pour these for service members, and after one or two, it was said they'd become zombies. We are going with an old school book for the recipe, The Complete World Bartending Guide. So the zombie, if you want to follow along at home here, there's the recipe for you. There's, there we go, recipe and instructions. Cool little picture. Let's read it off, though. 1.5 ounces of golden rum, 2 teaspoons lime juice. This is the fun part, the Jamaican rum. Get ready, folks. I have yet to do the full video on how I made, or hypothetically, how this was made. But it is an Indian, Jamaican, USA rum. Folks, we got the Jamaican. We need a white rum. Very excited for that. I do not have pineapple juice. Usually I had pineapple juice. But in its stead, we're actually going to do some grenadine. And then you top it all off, that's right, with 151. This is more like 161. Strong stuff. You don't want to mess around with this. This stuff is what will make the zombie a zombie. Now, usually this is done in a shaker. You garnish it. We're just going to do it in an good old sniffer. But we do have some special ice. I believe I showed these off, but my wonderful wife, my son. It was my son who did it, not my wife. Sorry, buddy. My son actually got me special ice cubes. Oh, good, I did pick the right one, too. Let's put you right there. So he got me ice cube molds. And look how fun this is. That's a D20. And I did try to get the crystal clear. It's a work in progress. I'm working on getting them crystal clear. But there we go. So let's start this recipe off. So first, we need 1.5 ounces of golden rum. So we did try this one not too long ago, the Bad Mo Motivator Rum. This is going to be our golden rum for tonight. Oh, you know what? I'm going to switch it up. No, we're going to use this one. All right. So 1.5 ounces. We need just a little bit more. That's for a 1/2 ounce of our golden rum. Delicious. Now, some lime juice. There we go. It's about 3 teaspoons of lime juice. We're not going to be horribly specific with this one. It says a tablespoon of Jamaican rum. We'll just do half a shot of Jamaican. Some Jamaican rum. Very good. About the same measures of white rum, a tablespoon of white. And we're going to go a little bit easier on the white rum here. Yeah, that's about a tablespoon's worth of white rum. And then finally, let's see, what does it recommend? Yeah, first you add your, what's supposed to be pineapple juice. I don't have pineapple juice. We're just going to add a little bit of grenadine. Throw a little blood in there, huh? Give it a slight little stir. And then what it does say to do is to float your 151 on top. Just using a very little, what did it say, a teaspoon, I think, of this stuff? Yeah, 1 teaspoon. So we're going to be very careful. Just a little pour. There we go. That's about a teaspoon. I didn't shoot the whole thing in there, just in case you're wondering, guys. And give her a little agitation and enjoy. Woo! Yep. That right there's the zombie I remember. Oh, we drank those in college. For my son's godfathers, actually, got one of those mini casks you can buy, mixed up a zombie and put it in there and let it age. And did that smooth it out, made it delicious. That's good stuff. That brings back memories. And don't worry, I'm not going to drink all this and go pour another. This is enough alcohol, especially considering it's supposed to be put on ice, to last you a whole night. So I'm just going to sit here and enjoy this pretty much all night. Might even add another ice cube here in a bit, so you're not too concerned about my health and well-being. But let's talk about what the topic of the video, confronting the zombies. So one Halloween was just a couple days ago. I am filming this actually on the 3rd. So Halloween's just a couple of days ago. There's some zombies there. But what we're talking about is the upcoming election. I'm going to post a video or link a video right here. This video, well done. City Prepping did a very nice video talking about what's to come. It's not fear-mongering, in my opinion. Some people might disagree with me and say, yeah, he's trying to fear-monger us. Okay, I'm willing to listen to that. Possible, very possible he's trying to fear-monger. But he does give hope. He says where this could go and where this could lead. But what I didn't really think about is I figured if there was going to be problems, it'd be the day after the election, right? That's when some rabble-rousers would get all riled up and people would protest. And he had an interesting perspective. Again, watch his full video. I'm not going to do this justice summarizing it, but basically what it boils down to is he firmly believes that this will be a slow burn. So, yep, there might be a little bit of hooting and hollering and small protests just after the election, and on Wednesday once the results are read. He's actually anticipating that the results will not be announced until middle of Wednesday. To kind of give people some time to cool down. But the announcements will come out. There'll be some hooting and hollering. And yeah, people will probably get a little excited. But what's going to happen is the next 60 days. He's saying the next 60 days is more what we have to worry about. Basically, we have to be on watch until the new presidency, the new regime, if you want to call it the new whatever, and that's his word from the video, not mine, gets sworn in. Once they're sworn in, he believes then things will cool down for a time. And then whoever takes the presidency, what they do will determine if things heat up again or are they going to stay kind of cool down. So he believes, though, that there'll be a lot of legal challenges. If you don't know, I believe it's by December 11th, all states must certify their elections. So there's a bit of a crunch, a bit of a time clock once this stuff kicks off. So around December 11th, I believe it is, we start having the states certify their elections. So there's any lawsuits, any discrepancies, any disagreements, any recounts, they have to happen expeditiously. And it's pretty much agreed neither side is going to concede the election. We know that. We know neither side is going to concede the election. So there will be court cases. There will be matters probably brought up all the way to the Supreme Court. So, yeah, that's where he anticipates the first round of unrest will happen. It'll be more civil unrest, where you have more of the people disagreeing and arguing, stuff going to court, people bringing up lawsuits, counter lawsuits, and then mass confusion. He did warn that in this time period, this mass confusion, you might see some foreign actors try to get involved. He then said, okay, after December 11th, the next big date, of course, is January 6th, when the electors come together in Congress and cast their votes for presidency. Watch a Schoolhouse Learners to learn about the Electoral College system. It's a little complex, a little janky, but it's good. I like the system. So January 6th will come. We'll cast, our electors will be cast. And at that moment, officially, we will have a new president. And then at that time, it'll be a few weeks later, they'll be sworn in to the presidency and officially take over. The transfer of power will happen. It's that time period from December to January 6th that city prepping fears that stuff might get violent. Because there are basically no options. There's no way to stop it. Like we saw in 2020. There's no way to stop the electors from casting their votes at that point, because a lot of this is bound over by the Constitution. So people, after losing, and again, I'm not blaming either side. Both sides are going to do this. After losing their losing their court battles, whoever comes out victorious on December 11th, that's that. Like, the electors have to cast their votes. That's just the law. So that's when you might see some more physical unrest. Instead of it being in the court system, it'll be in the streets. There'll be electors being chased down. It might be judges or governors or whoever that's involved in that process is going to get is going to be in trouble. And that might spill over into the streets and into homes. But again, he really presses that he doesn't think that this will be like a Civil War moment, but he does concern or warn people that this could be a time for bad actors, international actors, to cause terrorist events. So he believes that for that 60-day, I think he gave 68 days. Don't quote me, I have to watch the video. That is when we as Americans are going to have trouble. That is when there's going to be issues with outside actors causing problems, protests, services being limited and or cut off. So with that knowledge, I'm going to be preparing my family to be able to hold out for 60 days, probably closer to 90. We're going to be getting a few extra provisions here because as we go into winter, it gets a little trickier for us to kind of hold out than it does someone in Florida. So, yeah. I do advise you, again, do I think this is going to be civil war as soon as the election night? No, his video was very compelling. It actually threw some water on my fire there for what I thought was going to happen. So watch his video. It does really calm things down. It's not fear-mongering. It is a good video, and it's stuff for you to think about. And if nothing else, it does give you a chance to be prepared, be ready. Again, 60 days worth of supplies, not hard to get that much stuff around. Food, water, And again, I don't think it's going to be a light switch. I don't think on, December 6th, everything's going to shut down. But there will be signs. There will be indicators that tells you things might be kicking off in your neck of the woods. And you have time to build stuff up. Now, what happens if me and SETI Prepper are completely wrong and none of this happens? Well, you're just that one step closer to being prepared for whatever else might come. Bad snowstorms, thunderstorms, power outages, hurricanes, tornadoes. A lot of people need a reason to start. I've found this for many, many years. People need a reason to start. Give me a reason to start. This is why you find when people have heart attacks, their first heart attack, that's a reason to start exercising. They start getting, you slip and slide on the ice. Well, that's a reason to slow down. A lot of people need something to motivate them to actually take that step into preparedness. Well, here it is. If nothing else, maybe you can at least do a little bit of something. Do something to make sure you can maybe last 2 weeks at least if all infrastructure was shut down. Honestly, I don't think getting 60 to 90 days worth of supplies around is going to break your bank. Are you going to thrive? No. Can you get enough stuff to survive? Absolutely. And I think you should. I think we all should. We do have more than the average Joe in our humble homestead, but we can always fortify. We can always supplement. We can always get a little bit more. If nothing else, listen, go grab a couple extra packs of cases of toilet paper, right? A couple other rolls of toilet paper, have them on hand. Because people buy dingy or stress out about dingy things, so... Anyway, folks, I don't mean to fearmonger. Like I said, I'm guessing it's going to blow over, but if this is the catalyst you need, if this is that kick to the rump you need, here it is. Get to it. Get ready. Anyway, folks, I am going to go stare at a very dead deer. Excited that my daughter got one. I'm transitioning into the new flavor of cigar, so I'm going to sit here and love it. Reminisce about old college times. Drinking zombies and making bad decisions. Anyway, folks, stay safe out there. We'll see you on the next one.